We bring you Dick Cheney, Darth Cheney, the Sith Lord. He has reappeared, and the Force is strong within him. Chris Wallace from Fox News Channel is going to do a comical interview with him. Andrew Sullivan, who is also conservative, ripped it apart, saying Chris Wallace redefined the softball interview. He said it was like teenage girls doing interviews with the Jonas Brothers. It was so funny. And you're going to see that that's fairly the case here. We're going to start you out with a couple of clips where he asks him some softballs, and then I'm going to read you some part of the interview that was hilarious as well. All right, first one here, clip number 1.
This is your first interview since Attorney General Holder named a prosecutor to investigate possible CIA abuses of terror detainees. What do you think of that decision?
I think it's a terrible decision.
Really?
President Obama made the announcement some weeks ago that this would not happen. His administration would not go back and look at or try to prosecute CIA personnel.
Why are you so concerned about the idea of one administration reviewing, investigating the actions of another one?
Well, you think, for example, in the intelligence arena, we ask those people to do some very difficult things, sometimes that put their own lives at risk. They do so at the direction of the president. They do so with in this case, we had specific legal authority from the Justice Department. And if they are now going to be subject to being investigated and prosecuted by the next administration, nobody's going to sign up for those kinds of missions. It's a very, very devastating, I think, effect that it has on morale inside the intelligence community.
Yeah, now look, we've heard all this from Dick Cheney before. He doubles down, triples down, quadruples down on torture. He's going to do it throughout the interview. I'm more amused by Chris Wallace's interview. Did you hear that question? Let me repeat it for you. Why are you so concerned about the idea of one administration reviewing, investigating the actions of another one? Softball. Oh. Okay, come on, man. That is the softest question I've ever heard. I mean, gosh, why didn't you just add, golly gee willikers, I'm just as concerned as you are. That seems outrageous. Keep in mind, when Bush came into office, the Republicans in Congress investigated whether Clinton didn't clean up the White House enough when he left. Not torture, not taking power drills and threatening people's lives with it, threatening to rape people, right? No. Did they remove W's from the keyboard? Now, to be fair, the Bush administration did not take part in that, but the Republicans in Congress pressed forward. They're like, what happened to the W's on the keyboard? Which, of course, after the investigation, by the way, in case you were interested, turned out to be nothing but a lie. All the W's remained on the keyboards. Okay, now, here's another question by Chris Wallace. Do you think this was a political move, not a law enforcement move? Washington. Okay, come on, Chris, ask a real question. But if you think that's bad, I'll get a load of near the end of their interview. Cheney, I'm going to, if I address that, I will address it in my book, Chris, answering a question. Chris Wallace, it's going to be a hell of a book. Come on. Dick Cheney, it's going to be a great book. Oh, well, we all agree on Fox News. Dick Cheney's book is going to be fantastic. One more for you. Wallace, well, we want to thank you for talking with us and including your private life, putting up with an interview from the likes of me. Oh, I mean, it defines ingratiating. It also defines nauseating. Cheney, it's all right. I enjoy your show, Chris. Really? Yeah, I wonder why. Wallace, thank you very much, and all the best, sir. Come on, Chris, try a little bit. For the love of God, that is just terrible.